something of that sort, kind of similar to what they say happened in my past life happened to them. It was a group of boys. So it was really kind of weird in a coincidence that I had just read what I have done in my past life, and then a group of people come in and say that that's happened to them before. So that's another coincidence. Really, really weird. Then I'm sitting with this guy, kind of Asian looking, and we're talking about philosophy, kind of, and the world. And I ask him what his name is, and he goes, "My name's Gandhi." I said, "Whoa, that's weird." He goes, "Yeah, I've been around for many years, so I'm pretty smart." And just the way he said it was crazy. And then his name and the philosophy that we were talking about was just absolutely crazy. It was so weird, as if I was talking to the real Gandhi. Then, to top it off, makes it even weirder, talked to another group of guys. Well, it was two guys, and they're both wearing the same exact white hat. And they asked me, "Do you believe in God or aliens?" And I said to them, "Well, I believe in both." And their opinion is that I should believe in aliens and not God, but it still did not change my opinion on how I felt. So we got in this long talk about religion, God, aliens, and all that. Well, I finally get up and walk away, and not even 2 seconds after I got up and walk away, I turned around to say something, and they're gone. They are absolutely not there. But the only thing left were two white hats, and they were sitting on the table, literally right next to each other, perfectly lined up. But the guys were nowhere to be seen, but the hats were left there. It was the weirdest thing of my life. And all this happened in the same night of the blood moon. Then, to top it all off, another guy comes in and he's telling me about his past life and how he feels like he has met me in his past life, and he's all about the Illuminati. He kind of shook my hand like this. It was just really weird. The whole situation, the whole conversation, everything about it was weird. And all these people that I had met that night were so weird. I have never felt that way before in my life. Never, ever, ever. And my thoughts and opinions on this is that the blood moon was the day that they let all the dead and everybody like that come to earth for one night only, and allowed them to roam the earth and talk to people they felt were important to them. And almost as if they were picking their people that are alive to join their part of the world in the afterlife. I don't know how to explain it, but I really felt that way. I felt like I literally met a werewolf that night as well. And it was absolutely crazy, the people and the experiences I had in one night. And it was the night of the blood moon. It was absolutely crazy. Then I get home and I'm talking to my friends, and we're talking about Cleopatra. And I'm very big on Cleopatra and all that. And there was a time that I kind of went crazy, and I literally thought I was Cleopatra. I thought that I had met Julius Caesar's and that we had jumped into an ocean, and I came out as fucking Cleopatra. And I thought I was her for the longest. I knew everything about her. I knew where she came from. I knew all these facts about Cleopatra, but absolutely had no knowledge of her whatsoever. I've never looked her up on the internet. I've never heard about her, been taught about her, but yet I'm steadily getting facts, true, good facts about Cleopatra that were true. And how do I know this? I don't know. Then, to top it all off, I have a little book. And at the time, I was losing it. My mind was not right. I was in another dimension. I really felt that way. And in this book, I'm going to try to find it for you guys here in a moment. There's computer codes written all through the book. I have no idea how. One moment. this book. And in the book, it talks about werewolves, God, and fighting off evil, and all these other things. Well, in the book, as I get my mind right, this is in it. What is that? Computer codes. What? I don't know what. Then I go through the book, and then I find this that I wrote down. Absolutely no education whatsoever on computers. Okay? Let's see if there's any more. And then this one. Just random computer stuff. Why? I don't know. And I read through the book, and the book kind of explains everything that I was going through. Had no idea where I got this book. It just showed up in my room. Okay. Then, once again, I have all these facts about Cleopatra, this and that. I don't know what really happened to me within those 2 weeks, but I really felt like my body was possessed by somebody else or something else. I believe in this till this day that this happened to me, and I just can't envision it any other way. I had envisioned of my dead body floating down the river, me seeing it, but yet I'm still alive. And here I am. So I thought I was a reincarnated Cleopatra for a while. Then, later on down the road, I was getting crazier. I had this ring on, and I think I still have it. I'll go get it. It's a dark Princess Diana ring, but it has like a dark purple stone in it, and I guess they say that it kind of attracts ghosts and spirits and stuff like that. Well, I felt like an African spirit took over me from Africa. It was a guy, and then I thought that it's very embarrassing that he put a ring around my ovaries. A ring, like a two, I don't know, something to clamp it and to stop me from doing things, having babies and stuff. And then I felt like he had took over my body, and I was doing things, and I had no control over my body or anything. Like he was like some prince that from Africa or something, but an evil one, and he was having me do evil things. And this is when I saw my body floating down the river, almost to the point where I felt like he had took over my body. But once I took the ring off, all of it went away. Well, I ended up getting arrested sometime that week, and I went to jail. And I'm not under the influence because I'm in jail. Well, I'm still going crazy. I think that now, I'm helping God fight, fight from saving the world. So I have a white washcloth over my head. Why, I don't know. I had no control over my body. So I have this white washcloth over my body, and I'm going like this, and I'm going like this in the air saying, "Encrypt, encrypt," like as if I was like visually seeing my mind projected on the wall, and I was encrypting my thoughts in my mind. And I was literally saying, "Encrypt, encrypt," like I was encrypting my thoughts from someone stealing them from me with this washcloth over my head. And I'm rocking back and forth. And then I envisioned that I saw a little creature like this big with antennas sticking out of his head. And my job was to keep this creature down from floating up in the air through my mind, and trying to help God fight this war through my mind. And it's just really crazy because there was a lot of thunder going on at the time, and I felt like, it was because of the things going on in my head. And I really believed this. Then I thought that people that were coming in to get their commissary were kids of mine in my past life. And they were showing me, like, my kids in my past lives. It was just being projected in front of me this whole time. And, like, well, this was this was the like, almost like my life was being projected on a screen for me. And it was so fucking weird. I believed it. I really believed it. Like, I believed I was in training. I believed that there was these secret messages everywhere, and I wasn't, it was just fucking crazy. It was crazy. I thought that I brought the fake and the real and combined them together into the world. That's what I thought I was doing. Why I went through this experience, I don't know. Why do I believe it? I don't know. I don't know why any of this happened, or if it even did happen, or if I did channel another spirit. Another experience during this time is that I asked the divine power to help me, my guardian angels. So what you do is you say this prayer and you have the light come in through your head, then it goes through your body and out your feet. Well, I did the prayer, I did all that, and I'm reading the phone. Well, as I'm saying this prayer, I literally pass out. I pass out, and I wake up with the phone on my chest like this, still on a scripture from my divine angel. And it's a message from him. How it got on my phone, I don't know. I don't know, but it was there, and I passed out, and all of a sudden this message is on my phone from a divine angel. I don't know if I had tapped into a dark spirit or if whatever the case was, but it was a crazy experience. And then a couple months after that, I'm at work. Someone comes up to me and they go, "You really need to leave this line of work. You need to get out." And I said, "Why?" She goes, "Because you're a target." And I said, "Why am I a target?" She goes, "You're a target for another dimension, another world. For some reason, they're after you. You are a portal for another world, and you just don't know it." And I said, "Huh?" She goes, "I'm a psychic. I'm telling you, you need to stay to yourself. You are a target. They are after you. They want you." And it was just like one of the weirdest things I had ever been through my whole entire life. I thought there was a boat coming for me that never came. I thought that back to when we were in the garage, and I thought it was Cleopatra and the swastika sign. Well, we were talking about it, and everyone got scared, and they all left me in the garage, and I said, "Where are you guys going?" They were like, said something about this sign. I'm not exactly sure what it was, and I said, "Huh?" And they said, "Oh my God, dude, that's not war, that's backwards, that means peace, that dates all the way back to Cleopatra time." They said that, and they all got scared, and they ran out of the garage from me. And I don't know, kind of understand what happened. I guess I wasn't understanding, but they all got scared of me for a moment. And I wasn't doing anything. And I just don't know what this means. And I don't know if it was just me going insane, having crazy thoughts and crazy things and all this. I don't know. But after this, I started seeing men like dressed up in black suits standing on the corner staring at me. Like, people think I'm crazy. This happened. This really happened to me. I was seeing just weird men, like men in black almost, always standing and staring at me at random places. It is just one of the weirdest things I've ever been through, and I don't know. I feel like I traveled to another dimension and came back and don't remember. I felt like they were stealing my eggs inside my stomach and creating hybrid animals or creatures and stuff like that. These are things that I really thought were happening, and they weren't happening, I guess. But I just kind of wanted to share that with somebody. I don't care how crazy I look or what the case is. I mean, how do you explain any of this? I don't know what it means.